Okay, here we are. We're in Tappy's shop. It's Heaven's Vault. It's episode 14. We stopped a little bit abruptly last episode because we had two artifacts to show Tappy. We showed him one, episode ended. What did we show him? We showed him a coin and he traded it for a bucket, and the bucket had a phrase on it. I think the phrase we thought was... It's amazing I'm struggling with this because it was literally about 15 minutes ago for me that I did that. But it was about like, should it be arid? I think is what we decided the bucket said. Anyway, the bucket was helpful. We've got a chart to show him. So let's leap straight into that, shall we? Before we go to Oroi and some of our other little duties. Artifact. I've uncovered a few more items you might be interested in. Oh, yes. Oh, we got more things. How about the compass? It's an ancient times period compass engraved with the impression of a circle. I know you like devices. Look at this angle. Perfect. Mwah. Cinematography. Beautiful. Interesting. I've seen something so beautiful only once before. Since it's you, I'll show you. Put that thing away. This one's too good to muddy with business. Put it away. Now, let me see. What are you going to show us, Tappy? Now then. Ooh. Just look at this glorious thing. It's enormous. I don't even know what it is. And I found it just sitting in the grass by the cat cascade like a fat lost cat. Here. I thought maybe it was a child's toy, but who would make something so beautiful for a child? Now, I'm going to leap in there with one of my personal little bugbears, unrelated to this game, of underestimating and underserving children. You can make beautiful things for children, and you can make wonderful art for children, and you can make deep and interesting things for children. Children should not be underserved just because they're children. Children deserve good quality things. It moves. The circles rotate. They all rotate. You push one and everything rotates. Why would you want that? I don't know. I was hoping you might twist here and squeeze there and pop. No? Well, no matter. I'd rather you didn't break it. Well, I don't see any inscriptions. I've been over it with my glass. I couldn't find anything either. Ah, you want me to find out where it came from. What a good idea. It's so unusual I don't know who I'd find to trade it with anyway. But maybe if you find where it came from, you could let me know. I've shown this thing to Oroi, to my mother. None of them understood the way we do, Elia. You're a star amid 1,000 sparks. What have we got? Another artifact? Take a look at my stuff. Stop grinning. Yeah, I found a few more items you might be interested in. Oh, yes. How about the fragment of a sail made on Rembar's Lost Observatory? A red fragment of a sail dating from ancient times. Fair, if not exemplary. Still, I should be able to do something with that. A beautiful, unique piece. I might be able to make you an offer. What have you found? Yes, this is it. An iron oil burner. Oil burning. Glass is the sort of thing they blow here on Elbereth. And here's an etched phrase on the glass. We love an etched phrase. This one is a phrase run together. Oh, this is similar to something we've looked at before. This kind of a question marky modifier thing. Right, what are we happy to go? Let's go with we. I like that. I thought this feels like a symbol we know, but maybe not. And that's we as well. Alright, so this symbol and this symbol are the same. So it's going to be like something we are together. I like that. But we don't know the verbs. Yeah, I think together must be right. Good. Okay. I like this. Okay, so when we blah together. I like that. So this is time-based. I'm feeling much more confident about my olive being time-based. But we just given it a little question modifier. So it's like question time. When? Okay, so when we brr together, and it's a little bit fear-based. A little bit fear-based. Oh, a little bit death-based, actually. So when we die, when we do the act of death, we die together. I like it. I think that's correct. You know, I could still change my mind, but when we die together. This comes from the same site as the sculpture I found here earlier, I think. Having this should be helpful in pinning down where these were made. This should help us work out where to look for the pre-Empire site. So, you've inspected the goods, the oil burner for your red fragment of sail. Yeah, I'm going to trade that. That might be useful. And an oil burner is a thing that does stuff. So we might be able to use it, or someone might want it. What a fine piece. Enough evidence collected to search for a pre-Empire site in Sculpture's Canyon. It'll take me some time to set up buyers for what you've given me, so anything else? Let me consider another time when my eyes have recovered. Okay, so we can't trade anything else yet. Oil burner is engineered on a pre-Empire site. Now, what did we... oh, no. What did we think we'd... Okay, yes, I think this has shrunk now. Let's see what she says. The statue of the ancient gods were all sculpted here and then dragged down the rivers when they now stand. The sculptures are most likely near Rembar's rocky moon from where the stone must have been quarried, and Six has traced the mining cart found at Rembar's dig here too. I'll have to explore this area for more evidence to uncover the site's exact position, or I can investigate other leads until I know more. Well, let's keep investigating leads. Right. Do you have anything to tell me, Tappy? So, Tappy, where'd you get all this stuff from? People bring me things. They leave things lying around. Oh yeah? Does everyone take something away as well? Or you're a little light of hand? We're a fair society. Everyone gets something. Alright. Cheers, Tappy. Bye. There seems to be a little bit of a street party happening outside. I don't think you can hear the music, but I can. Don't get any less marvellous. Hey, Six, we're going to go see Roy now. We have a few new artifacts to chase. We also pinpointed one new location, a pre-Empire site. Should we leave now, mistress? No, I want to visit Roy. I think she's up here. I can't remember. As you wish, mistress. To the market. To the yard. Which way did we... I think we came in from the yard, so let's go this way. I can't be sure, though. I can't be trusted with this game. Okay, past the breads. And then we go past the slave trade. I wonder if she'll have anything to say. We freed your people. Why don't your labourers escape? Don't be so disgusting. They aren't captives. Besides, I can't remember her voice either. Where would they go? Okay, bye. I think Roy's up here. Yeah. In here. Right, let's see if Aurora's going to be a little bit more forgiving. Dong. Because she wasn't really happy with us. Okay, let's hit it again.
From the back room, I heard a curse.
Yay! Alaya, what can I do for you? What should we start with? Let's start with the telescope. Look at this thing. I found it way out on a moon covered in ancient panels. Well, that's beautiful. Some kind of telescope? Set up to collect something. It's probably packed with information if only you could read it. Or can you read it? I shouldn't have thought so. Whatever this thing was recording will be packed. Stored. Yeah, if you knew what it was supposed to be, then maybe you could read it. But you couldn't guess. But still, it's a beautiful piece. Can you help me trace where it was made? We've got to be gentle touch with the Roy, I think. I have no idea where it was made. Okay. The ancients were recording something. Something is happening out there. The darkness is coming. It won't do any good. We can barely handle what's happening here, Alaya. Right, how much can we push her? I found a site that's too far from the rivers to reach. Now let's go. Let's stick with the mission. Let's show her the crystals. I found a strange shard of crystal. I thought you might be able to tell me what it is. I'm a technic, not a mystic healer. So I don't know. Rest it on your belly and see if it helps you break wind. I think this kind of crystal was significant to the Empire. In the Empire. More than just decoratively. Oh, you've got my interest. I'll take a look. Give her the shard. Let's give her the shard. Have a little bit of trust. Give her the shard. I'll do it tonight, maybe. Thank you, Roy. Okay, I'm going to make a note. We've given Ori shard to look at. You might be able to hear a little bit of music coming in through the windows from outside. Let's ask something more. Have a look at the metal cylinder and then we'll deal with the other stuff. What do you make of this? I was given it by a merchant. He seemed to think it was from a library. Might be. Did you really not recognize it? Yeah, that's what the robot guy gave us. Just tell me what it is, Roy. Look at the pair of you. You're like frogs on a log. This thing is the screw ring from the top of a power cell. From a robot. Alright. You told me there was a thing I could put my arm in at the gates of Elberoth to open the Elbereth gate. What was that about? Oh, a Rebsky foil. Nothing much, just enough for my gate to recognise you. Okay, what else you got? How are things here? Still slow. But it's not getting any worse. Okay, bye. See you when I see you, Alaya. Yeah, I knew we weren't gonna. I knew she was gonna not give us everything we wanted. Okay, so we can come back at some other point and hope she's had a look at the crystal. Alright, so I think we're going to head... If Amadou located an old power cell mistress, does that mean he's found another source of robots? Reply. Master Amadou is hardly trustworthy, of course. Amadou is the robot salesman who tried to steal Six, but we struck a deal with him instead. Shall we leave now, mistress? Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go to Mayersi and then Renaki. I need to click on the map to remind myself why we might go to Mayersi, though. Mayersi had a statue that we didn't understand at the time, with enough evidence to find a previously unknown site. It doesn't write down. It doesn't say that we've given Aroy the crystal fragment, has it? So it's interesting. What do we know about this oil burner? What's happening here? Look at all this. The modern age. Yeah, there's no quick way of. Okay. All. Okay, so just to be clear, we have an ancient time, which is a vast amount of time. It's like 2,000 years worth of time. The well springs are connected together at some point. Maybe. So it's the network of fertile moons and rivers that we travel on. Basically the map. Colossal statue placed on Elbereth, which was the feet. Yeah. Then we have the age of sail. Maybe people lived on ships. Some quarrying. Then there was the Holy Empire, which is the sort of Ioc stuff. And then the Empire fell. Yep. And now we're in a dark age where we've sort of no empire, no education kind of stuff. And then the university starts and we move into the modern age. And we're kind of modern Iocs. What's the Grey Ladies Orphanage? Oh, yes. Okay. It's where we met some of the people in our lives who sort of don't like us very much. Okay. That's fine. We're going to go to Mercy. I'm going to click on the little Mercy dot and see what she says about it. After we have a very short conversation on the ship. I was thinking about the docking crater Moon 6. The whole site was designed to be run by robots. I wonder if there was a period before the Holy Ioxian Empire when robots were commonplace, when they ran things even. Sounds pitiless. People at the mercy and the whims of an ethical core. Statistically, it is very sensible. A large number of robots could comfortably control, maintain and organise society, leaving humans free of that burden. Although I admit it'd likely be problems in individual cases. Yes, we don't want to... Bearing in mind the current time we live in, I don't think we want to hand things over to artificial intelligence. So let's tow to the river. Let's get travelling. I'll prepare the braces, mistress. Right, let's look at the map. Let's click on Mayersi. Dong dong. Oh, Renaki's not donk. There we go. Oh, lots of things are donk. Lots of things are orangely donk. But I'm just going to stick with the plan. Alright, Mercia. I could return the figurine I found outside the Hermitage where Emra died. Although now I've spoken to her, I feel strange about parting with her. Yeah, I could go there next. Let's try it. I think it's worth making friends on Mercy. And it's a short sail, in theory. Eagles Pass. Sailing to Mercy in the Verdant Pass.
We set course once more for Mayersi. I found myself looking forward to it. It was a good place, despite the people.
Ha!
It was everything Elbereth could have been.
Yeah, she likes a sort of fertile, bustling community with a good heart. You should turn right up ahead, mistress. I think I got the hang of this swoop sail thing. I think it's just like a breaststroke action. Remark. The Robot Empire 6. If we assume for a moment that there was one, it didn't survive. At some point it collapsed and the robots disappeared. Okay. Do you think it was all robots maybe at one point? The Steel Empire ended and the Ioxian Empire began. And then I say, as for the robots, the robots were wiped and buried on Iox. Yeah, maybe Rembar found that out. Okay, there's no ruins on this route, are there? We know these roads. Okay. Right, let's pass control to 6. I don't think there's anything else. Oh. Okay. I'm going to rest. Right, let's get to Mercy. I don't think we're going to find anything along the way. Mercy, a farming moon. Maybe they want their figurine back. Rembar was here, but it seems his ship was destroyed after he left.
The soft, wet wind of Mersey hadn't seemed gentle before. I could see it now. Maybe Rembar really had liked this place.
Okay, so this goddess, up on our right. So we've seen 3 giant goddess statues, haven't we? I think. We've seen that one. There. We've seen the one on the Emperor's Garden. I think that's what it was called. Which was... Sorry, I'm fiddling with my microphone while I'm talking. It was the statue that was kind of going like this, I think. Or was it going like this? And I thought it looked like a face palm, kind of like a... but I think it was described as weeping, welcoming the dead. And there was the big statue that we just saw on the cratered moon, the giant one, that someone left a coin underneath. I think those are the 3 we've seen. Question? Remark? It's definitely her, isn't it? Definitely. The quality of the carving is poor, but there are unmistakable details. Question. Do people from Mercy sail then? Did they live on that hideout moon? Or did Rembar take the statue with him and leave it there? So this statue was found inside... It's unlikely that they sail, mistress. Moons in the Protectorate are mostly without boats of their own. Why are you walking this way? Can we go back? Thanks.
I had the clay figurine with me, in my bag, wrapped up safely in a cloth.
Yeah, so this figurine was on the hideout moon. Let's return this thing and get back home. Sorry, it was disappearing quickly and I'm not entirely sure what number 3 was. I'm sure the people here will be most grateful for the return of their statue. For some reason or other, Okay, do I want to give it to her? She's wandering off again. Stop it. I didn't do that.
Everything on Mayerzi was as we'd left it. The flowers still bloomed. The water still bubbled.
Greetings once more, stranger. Tell us quickly. Did you find your man? I'm here about something else. I brought you something. Kibenya, where did you find this? I'll tell the truth. On a distant moon, by a ruined house. In the middle of a hurricane. This is a hermit's effigy, given to a hermit when they go outside to remind them of the place that gave them birth. See here. She opens. Huh. Do you see inside? What do we see? Ha ha ha! This one has several words. Right. Water. And. Okay, we've got we and us several times. Waters. Something us. And something us. Okay. Okay. So it's a verby. What are our two options? I'm thinking heal, maybe. Or join. Join could be both of them. That's together. So maybe the verb for togetherness is to join. So now. We thought maybe this symbol, because the character bits were so far apart, we thought it was about being separated. Oh, and this is interesting actually, because, so divide. So it could be waters divide us and join us. Excuse me. It's interesting that divide and join are not opposites of each other in this language, you know, with a little X instead. But join and divide aren't necessarily opposites, I guess. But the reason I went ooh is because this symbol here, do you remember? I thought it might be the passive verb. So these two might be the same verb in the active and the passive tense. Passive is like something is divided by something else, and to divide means you are the dividing thing. So the water is dividing us. We are the divided. So anyway, so I think because these are very similar and are doing the same verb, but one passive and one active, I think that's going to be divide. And I feel very strongly about that. Waters divide us and join us. Impressive. I suppose the rivers do join us. They did once. No one knows now how to sail. Iox denies it to us. We will put back Kibenya in the well shrine. She prefers the damp. She has been on a long journey, I think. Wait. Something fell out. It's here in the grass. Good, I'm glad we're making good relations. 6, is this a Rebetsky foil? Thing that lives inside robots. Indeed, mistress. Didn't Aroy say she had one of these in her arm? I'm going to ask to keep it. Hopefully he'll allow it. Indeed, mistress. The foil is yours if you want it, Ioxian. I hope you find it of value. Good faith to you, good lady. Okay, good. Good, we're not so hated here. Alright, what does it say? Nothing. Nothing. Question. So, did Rembar hide the Robeski foil inside the Maersian statue? We left it on that rocky moon to be found and sent the brooch to Miari to lead her on a trail to find it. And maybe it's connected to the last Emperor's body. But maybe it isn't. But if that was Rembar's plan, Mistress, why not simply send the foil? Okay. Reply. We need to find out what's on this foil. Do you think Aurora would know? Elbereth, then. Okay, we've just been to Elbereth, so I'm not going to go there just yet. Right, 6. Can you take me back to the boat? I think I'm done here. A touching scene, Mistress. Time to go? Yes. Yes, I think we did all we needed to do here. Let's leave. This way, Mistress. He's very short, isn't he, 6, in terms of temperament. And so we left the surface of Maersi, the farming moon. Okay. Okay, so Rembar is leaving us a series of clues, which we are snaffling up like a truffle pig. And now we take the long route to Ranaki to talk to the robot guy. I do not immediately recognize where it was produced. Can you track it down? I will triangulate the origin of the foil as best as I can, Mistress. Okay, the Robeski foil was fashioned at the Withering Palace before it was hidden in the Maersi figurine. Interesting. He didn't say that yet, though, did he? Time to move on. Right, it's a long way to Ranaki to tell the robot guy what we found. I don't know what he'll do for us, but we might be able to pick up some ruins on the way. So let's do that. And then I think we go back to Elbereth. But if we do go back to Elbereth, I might just do a... I'll go to sleep and let 6 do it. So we're not wasting too much time travelling around. I like the travelling around. And we're going to do a bit of travelling now to try and pick up a ruin. But I'm on the long journeys where we know the route. I might not do it all. Right, let's just work out where we're going. So look at all this shit. Okay, so I'm going to go left, and I'm going to go around here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We have a plan. I can't decide if I'm angry with Amadou. For lying to me about the old dock. I can't remember what he said about the old dock. No, I suppose I should be. The old dock being the cratered moon. Which is where he kind of sent us. Except I'm not surprised at Amadou for lying to us. A lie was more probable than a truth, certainly. I think that's 6 talking, isn't it? Perhaps disappointment would be more appropriate. Perhaps disappointment would be more appropriate. There we go. Okay, I think the moon, the little ruin should be around here somewhere. Music's beautiful in these things. Mistress, there is another ruin some distance on the right, but it's not the one we're navigating for. Okay, well, I'm approaching it anyway. Got to get as many ruins as possible. This ruin appears to date from the earliest days of the Nebula, mistress. Okay. I found a battered silver sextant. We already had a sextant. Just floating out there. It's incredible. And ancient. The maker didn't include an inscription on the casing. Okay, we're going there. I guess it comes from the same place as the book. The one we were given on Elbereth. I don't know how much that helps us. Right, second ruin. Now the ruin here appears to date from ancient times, mistress. I recovered a page from a book. Ooh, lovely. That'll be lots of text. It must have come from somewhere nearby. And there's some writing on the paper. Lovely. You'd hope there'd be writing on the paper of a book. There's a few words in this one. This one is going to drive me crazy. Ooh, but we have a little option for it. Because we've already guessed some stuff. This. Now here's an interesting point about the language. Why does adding the curly thing to I make it this? Is it more of a generic marker? Does it genericize something? But that would kind of make it it, wouldn't it? But maybe it and this are kind of the same. Close, you know, maybe this would mean it in other cases. I don't know. Although we have a possessive pronoun it's, so that we haven't confirmed, but we have that. Okay. Let's not think too hard about it. Well, let's put true in. Tells true, speaks the truth. This tells true. I could add my translation for true to the dictionary now. Nice. We've got something for that little swirly square thing. That's cool, because that was confusing. I'd love to look up more of those. Okay. Book. I think it's going to be book. This book. So if this was book, then law, the word law would sort of be a mashing of the vaguely related concepts of book and people. So law is like the book of the people kind of thing, maybe. And this is something of, I don't know. I like book because we're reading a book. And this, we're not a verb, but it is kind of passive. This book tells the true story. I like it. I like it as a... I think it makes sense from context more than anything else, but I like it. This book tells the true story. I'd say this comes from the same site as the battered sextants and the book. It should help us to look out for the ancient site. Right, quick break. Ancients, look at this. The Age of Sail site is very small now. And this has become a Steel Empire site instead of a statue site. So we are... Holy shit. And what was a very far away place is now... It's still massive. But it was like huge. It was like that big and now it's shrinking. So we're making good progress. An ancient site seems to be a new thing that we're zeroing in on. So that's cool. Now, we can't get to the unexplored ruins, so let's go to Renaki. Market Moon. He sent us searching for an observatory that wasn't there, but I don't understand why. I could go there next. That's what we're doing. And I think I'm going to pass controls to 6 unless he says anything interesting. No. Take the tiller from me. I'm going to have a little cheeky nap. Renaki, a market moon, far beyond the reach of Iox.
The fountain was still chuckling away to itself when we returned.
All right, let's go up to the guy. Let's ask a little question first. So, are robots capable of hope? Well, certainly. We calculate odds, of course. But even the most unlikely outcomes must always eventually occur. Hope is a mathematical certainty. I don't know, that's true, 6. I like that. Right, let's go talk to mathematics does not care whether you like it or not, mistress. Come on, 6. Let's go see your owner. But let's not joke about it. We nearly lost 6. I can't remember what voice we gave him. Doesn't matter. There was nothing there, Amadou. He's going to get a new voice every time. The trip was a waste of time. It wasn't, because we found loads of cool shit. Ah, but you did find it. The moon where that trinket was made. Not made. It's the power cell from a robot. And no one made the robots. Were there any robots there, by any chance? Perhaps a single half-functioning, rusted, deranged specimen? Look, the whole place was empty. There wasn't even any dust. Yeah, this is a pity. My stocks are running painfully low, and there seems to be very little I can do about it. Alright, well, where'd you get these ones from? So he sent us there to find scrap robots. That's all. I'll tell you. It's a story of some bravery, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. They were aboard a boat. I found it drifting in eddies in desperate ways. Oh, I remember what voice I gave him. I boarded it. Meaning just to strip the metal, you know, but it wasn't empty. There was a crew aboard, all still working, still going about their tasks. A robot crew. A servo crew. It seemed they'd been sailing around and around a certain point in space, not able to fly away, not able to approach. I'm no roboticist, but I'd say they had two conflicting goals, and that circular path was the best way. They had to meet them both. Interesting. Where was this? I wondered if it would tickle your interest. I could most definitely tell you, so long as our previous terms apply. Yeah, if I get you any servos I find, you can have them. Simple. You know, I'm not going to find any servos. Please. Try to. Alright. If I find any... Alright. Alright. I don't care about Iox, to be honest. Excellent. It was a place away from a lot of rivers. A quiet place. No surprise the ship had not been seen before. And there were thick clouds. Perhaps the ship was circling one of those, I couldn't be sure. One moment it would break away as though trying to escape. And then it would be pulled back, as if something had been forgotten and there was something they needed to do. Over and over I watched them do it for nearly an hour before I dared to interrupt them. The servos ran loops in from the floor, from window to window, sails to rudder. The paths changed a little each time, but always fell back to the same results. Oh my god. There was something in the clouds they feared? But they couldn't just leave it behind. Perhaps their ethical cause wouldn't allow them. A very good question. You should go and find out. And bring me back some stock. Yeah, I'll see what I can find, Amadou. I like to make good relations with these people. I'm not going to stir the pot. Well, good faith to you, fine lady. And a little bit of how things are going. He's running short on servos. Things on Renaki never change. We are the perfect model of an happy society. Far enough from Iox that we can grow comfortably fat. And have you found anything for me? I wasn't looking. Okay, I'll be going now. Bring me good news next time you come. We've made a friend. Mistress, what just happened? I was certain you were about to abandon me. Shh. Just leave it. Yeah, we've got this all under control. Okay. Back to the ship.
Then from behind me came the patter of steps.
Oh, is this the bookwoman? Wait, please. Yes? You spoke to Amadou. You know him? He's my father. Did you really come all the way from Iox? I'm pretty sure this is the woman with the books. Your father? I don't want to give too much away about myself. That's right. Now, did you really come all the way from Iox? So does he listen to you, your father? If you're thinking I can do your haggling for you, I could bring you some books for your trouble. I don't know what we want from her, but let's go with this haggling. My father doesn't like me reading. I don't know you. You aren't my friend. Well, I could be. I make a lot of friends. You must think I'm desperately lonely. You really are a sailor, aren't you? Tell me about sailing. Does it hurt? No, you shouldn't believe everything you hear about sailing. It's no different than riding a cart. You're going now. Back to your ship. Back to Iox. Is it far? Iox isn't too far. Why, do you want to come? Here. I want you to take this. A key. My father gave it to me. It's from somewhere. A library, he said. I didn't know what it might open. That's generous of you. I'm happy to be rid of it. But if you manage to turn it anywhere, and tell me what you find. Okay, so we got a key. Bring me a book. It appears to be carved with precise glyphs, mistress. I can hardly see them, they're so tiny. This one's a phrase run together. Okay, I'm just writing down key from Renaki. Use on Iox, question mark. And bring back a book. I don't know if I need to write that down or if the game will just prompt me to do that, but I'm just writing it down anyway. Okay. Small silver key. Lots of writing for such a small key. My goodness me. Okay. Something will. Let's put the is in, or the are. And let's put the and in. All right, what else we got? So it's just these 7. Come. think that's it. Everything else seems muddied. I don't want to put the does in because the does seems connected to like other stuff, I think. Something will, and I mean, we got nothing. We've got nothing. I'm just going to shut them in because I don't think anything will happen otherwise. I don't think she... And then she'll tell me off. She'll be like, you're a fool. You're a fool for putting so many bloody glyphs in. It's obviously not this many glyphs. Yeah, I've done something wrong. I told you I didn't want to put the doeses in. I don't know if there's a way of not putting them in. I don't want to put this of in either, I'm going to be honest. What about this? I didn't put this in. There we go. That was probably it. This is interesting. Come, not at. Not at. Wonder what that could mean as a phrase. Okay, let's put will in. Something will. Oh, this doesn't feel right. Interesting. That's not something I thought we would have got rid of. Okay, something will. I'm going to put the at back in. And I'm going to put the come in. And I'm going to put the and in. Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another phrasing. It's not that clearly. So it's not at. What am I doing wrong? Am I meant to know I'm doing it wrong, or am I meant to just plug away at it until I get confused? I'm going to put come in. Is that it? Something will and something come. Okay, I can add my translation for come to my dictionary now. That's good. Okay, we're going to have a go at it. I really thought she'd abandoned it. I thought she'd... Sometimes when it's something so big with so little substance, like so little known substance, she just goes, I don't know how to do this. I'll have to come back later. I'm going to click on find and see if she feels any better about it. Find path on fire path. No, she doesn't feel strongly about it yet. Okay. All right. Now to work out what the other words mean. Okay, this is the last thing we're doing this episode. So it's generic action, something related to the path. So entrance maybe of like the act of opening. Gates will. Doors, gates, doors, gates. What do we think? Let's start with gates. Gates will. See, now this is interesting. Okay, I think this is going to be open, and then maybe it's doors then. Okay, doors will open. Something that opens is a door. This is the action to open, maybe, and then the thing that does the act of opening is a door. Because I think this is a sort of, maybe it's a noun. I don't know. So this is a noun of an adjective of a verb. So what does that mean? What does that mean as a word? I don't know. And it's a thing that's not, and then related to the act of, God, I don't know. So doors will open and something come. So like secrets come out. Doors will open and secrets come out. It's probably secrets. Let's see what this says. At. So it's like the opposite of at. So does that mean out? I think so. I think maybe yes. I think if you think of something being at something, then if something is not at something, it's out of it. That's how I'm doing that. That's how I'm kind of phrasing it. And also, come out is a good phrase. Now, why would it be secrets based on this stuff? So I'm leaning towards secrets because it sort of makes the best sentence for me. You've got a key, doors will open and secrets come out. That reads well. It reads well grammatically. It reads well contextually. It feels right. And that's nothing to do with the symbols. Now, is there anything in the symbols that would feel like it's secrets? No, not really. Shiny. Secrets. Hiding. The adjective of hiding is to secrete something. So I'm saying, I'm trying to, you know, when I was saying what kind of word this is. This is a word that's kind of like a noun of an adjective of a verb. The verb is to hide something. The adjective of hiding something is something that's hidden, and a thing that is hidden is a secret. That's so I can justify it being a noun of an adjective of a verb. This stuff I'm not sure. It's like not shining, not yeah. Anyway, secrets. I've justified it to be secrets to myself in several layers. Does doors will open as secrets come out work? I'll see what I can do. Mina. Good faith. And my name is Mina. Stand by, mistress. And that is going to be the end of this episode. We did a bunch of interesting things. We made some peace on Maersi, which is nice. We've got a special key for Mina. I hope we will make friends with Mina. And another little mission from her dad, whose name I forgot. But the robot dealer who we just spoke to. We returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. Okay, that's good. Okay, we've got plenty to be getting on with. So in our next few episodes, that's how we'll begin. And we'll call it there. Grand. Thank you very much for watching. Join me next time when we'll be doing something. We've got a few things on our plate now. Plenty to be getting on with. We can go back to Elbereth whenever we want, but I don't think we're doing that just yet. But we'll see. We'll see. That we are finding enough clues to zero in on some areas as well. So that's good. So let's see how that goes. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Leave a little comment. I love a little comment. The comment's my favourite thing. Likes, subscribers, whatever. But a little comment saying, something language. Great. There we go. That's my ask for today. Bye.